What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. As you know, the year is coming down to an end, and this is the time where everybody come out with their top 10 sneakers of the year, top pickups of the year. And as we know, there's been a lot of Jordan 1s dropping this year. So I figure I'll bring you guys my top 10 Jordan 1 pickups of 2018. We know Jordan Brand has been going crazy with all these Jordan 1 releases. This list was hard to do. When I first originally thought of the shoes that I was gonna put in my list, I was like, it's gonna be easy. Like, I already know which shoes that I like. I like them all, but I was like, I know which shoes that how I'm gonna rank them. But once I pulled them out, I started thinking like, I'm gonna put these here. That's when I realized that there was a lot of good colorways that came out this year. And yeah, this was hard. So let's get right into it. At number 10, originally this shoe right here was hated when it first surfaced the internet. I'm not gonna lie, I was one of the same people that was bashing this shoe, calling it trash. But over time, it kind of grew on me in a way. And this is a shoe that it's like one day you feel it and one day you don't. At least that's me. But that is the Jordan 1 Homage to Home. Now, originally when these shoes dropped, they released in Chicago. They were a Chicago exclusive only, and they were numbered pairs. Then about a week later, they released to the public. It was like a wider release, and I was able to get my hands on these. Basically, this is a Red 1 colorway on one side, and on the inside, you have the Chicago colorway. This is something different. We've never really seen a Jordan 1 like sandwiched together. We've never really seen that. And even though I still felt like these shoes are trash, I still copped them because I had a feeling that I was still gonna regret not picking these up later on. I kind of forced myself to keep a pair, just for the collection. Coming in at number 9, this shoe I feel like was probably one of the most slept on Jordan 1s to release this year. These released about, I want to say maybe a month and a half ago. The PSG Jordan 1s. I feel like a lot of people slept super hard on this shoe. And I kind of understand because this is just like an all black shoe. But the materials on them is like a neoprene. It has like that waterproof material on it. This shoe is based off of Paris's football club. So right here we have the flag for the football team. And it's actually like a legit piece of the flag. Like, this is a real flag material on the midsole. Also, you have the same piece of flag on the tongue, on the back right here. Paris with the Jumpman on it. For the most part, I think these are still sitting in some Nike towns. But yeah, number 9, PSG. So coming in at number 8, now out of the two that released in the US, I was fortunate enough to cop both pairs. This shoe is the clay green colorway. When these originally released, when the whole pack originally released, I was trying to complete the entire pack. I still kind of am, but at the same time, I'm not really pressed to, because there's a lot of black and red and white Jordan 1s. If those do come my way for a reasonable price or steal, I would definitely jump on them. Now, the Orchard Yellows, between those and this colorway, is probably the best colorway out of the entire pack. But I have been hearing that the yellow toes are supposed to be dropping in 2019. So if that is true, I'll probably just let the Orchard Yellows pass by and just cop the yellow toes, because to me it's kind of the same thing. Besides the whole insole theme, this was definitely one of the colorways that I had to pick up. But yeah, coming in at number 8 is the clay green. And at number 7, originally before this shoe released, it had a little bit of hype around it, especially since it was coming behind the red toes and the gold toes, which both of those shoes did really well. They sold out. A lot of people were trying to buy the shoe up because they thought it was going to have the same hype and resell as the previous Jordan 1s. I think at one point these shoes did sell under retail, but now they're going for double retail, and the price is just going to keep climbing up. At number 7, we have the Game Royals. Now, I know this looks a little bit different. This is actually a custom fragment one that I did. If you want to see the video of that, I will have an annotation somewhere on the screen or down below. I kind of regret not keeping the extra pair of these. I was able to get 2-3 pairs, let a friend get a pair, and then I sold another. And I definitely feel like price it's definitely going to keep climbing on these. Probably one of my favorite shoes to release in 2018. And this shoe, it has, for people that know me in real life, if you were paying attention that day, somebody challenged me to a race on a random day. Somebody challenged me to a race, and it just ended unfortunate for that individual. I'm not really going to get into it, but let's just say your boy got the W. So at number 6, we have the gold toe Jordan 1s. These shoes originally released at Complex Con, but they were in a different color blocking and they were exclusively released to any attendees at the Complex Con. So if you were there, you had a shot at getting them. So, you know, I wanted the shoes, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't get them because these released a few months after, and to me I think these are better looking than the actual Complex Con pairs because those pairs are mismatched. This is a little bit more, you know, uniform, that it matches more with the other shoe. I think I've worn these shoes maybe 2 times and there's already creasing on the toe box. Even though I did go down half a size to try to avoid the creasing, there's like really nothing you can do to avoid the creasing of a Jordan 1. I wish I was able to have these higher up on my list, but there's so many other good Jordan 1s that released this year. To me, I feel like this is, you know, a good spot for this shoe. So at number 6, gold toe 1s. At number 5, I feel like this is also another shoe that a lot of people are like disrespecting, like people calling these flops. If anything, if these shoes are sitting in the store, it's probably from size 10 and a half up to like 13 or 14. This is also another shoe that I didn't do a review on. This is, yeah, these, you know, these shoes kind of slipped through the crack. At number 5, we have the Rookie of the Year Jordan 1s. Now this shoe, I want to say it probably had the most high quality materials out of all the Jordan 1s to drop this year. Like I said, a lot of people slept on this shoe. Some people saying that these are flops. 2018 flops of the year. But for those of you who already have the shoes in hand, you already know like the materials is butter. The suede or nubuck, whatever you want to call it, is smooth. Then you got the tumbled leather on the side panels. I've seen maybe 1 or 2 people who swapped out these laces and put in the cream laces. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, if you slept on this shoe, shame on you. Shame on you. Coming in at number 4, this shoe right here, it caught a lot of people slipping. I think that a lot of people thought these were gonna be easy. I had a feeling that these shoes were still gonna be somewhat hard to get, even though they did announce that they were releasing these also in toddlers and grade school sizes. It looks like these were a quick strike, and that is the Jordan 1 Spideyverse Origin Story 1s, whatever name you want to give it. When I went to pick up my pair from Foot Locker, one of the workers there was telling me that they only received like 25 pairs. Also, Nike Town didn't even get them, so that tells you that alone. I was only able to get 1 pair, even though I did have another pair reserved. I couldn't really go get them. I didn't really have time to, but I'm still glad I was able to get a pair. These shoes are an inspiration from the Spider-Man animation that released about a week ago. The character in the movie named Miles Morales, he wore the Chicago ones in the movie, so that's where the inspiration is taken from. Definitely another dope shoe. It has 3M on it, so whenever you take a picture, the little dots of 3M lighten up. Yeah, number 4, Spider-Man. Oh, at number 3, this shoe is a colorway that has never been featured on a Jordan 1. Can you guess? Can you guess? The Court Purple Jordan 1s. This shoe was also another shoe that was kind of hard to get. Luckily, I was able to double up on these shoes. I've worn these before. A lot of my shoes that I picked up this year, I have worn a lot. This is definitely a dope shoe. Something that I can wear with my new LeBron gear, since my boy is a Laker now. Which is still weird. If you are looking to buy these shoes, there are a lot of fakes floating around right now, so just be aware, be educated on what you're buying. Be careful, even if it's a YouTuber. Be careful who you're buying your shoes from. But Court Purple coming in at number 2. I feel like this shoe right here, this colorway, was the colorway to set the whole hype for the Jordan 1s in the year 2018. Even though these followed after the gold toes, which sold out, you know, they did pretty good. But this colorway right here is usually always a hitter. Red, black, and white. You know, you can never go wrong with those colors on a Jordan 1. And that is the red toe. This shoe, to me, is an instant classic. Even though it's not an original colorway of the Jordan 1s, but this is definitely a Jordan shoe. I feel like anybody who collect Jordan 1s feel like you should definitely have this in your collection. I already know that this shoe was definitely going to be on a lot of people's top pickups of the year. And you know, as you can see on the bottom, you know, I've worn these a few times because over here we wear our kicks. I love red. Red is my favorite color, so you already know I had to have these. So number 2, red toe. So coming in at number 1, which is an original colorway, original Jordan 1 colorway. That's a giveaway. This shoe right here, I have been waiting to buy for a few years now. For the last time these dropped, I struck out on them, just moved on. Resale was like $450. I think I already mentioned this when I did a review on this shoe. That is the Shadow 1. This shoe right here is a shoe that I have been waiting to buy for the longest time. Anytime I need to go to the grocery store, I need to go run a quick errand, check the mail, whatever, I'll throw these on. This is definitely my most worn shoe, not even within Jordan 1s, but probably within my entire collection. I have probably worn this shoe more than any other shoe in the entire year of 2018. This is definitely just a shoe that I appreciate personally. Beyond the hype, besides all of that, to me, like, this is just, it's just a colorway that I really enjoy and I look forward to releasing in 2018. I'm glad I was able to cop these. And to me, it was my number 1 pick. Our picks are not going to be the same. That's what makes this whole thing original and unique. That's what an opinion is. It's how you feel about something. So yeah, this was my list, and I'm just fortunate and blessed to be able to buy these shoes and share with you guys these videos, and I'm fortunate enough for you guys to watch these videos. So I appreciate anybody who has stuck through the whole video, or anybody just who has taken time throughout the year to watch my videos, to leave a comment. I appreciate it all. Anytime anybody leaves a comment, I try to reply to them as quick as I can. But yeah, this is my top 10 Jordan 1 pickup of 2018. So if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a thumbs up. Comment down below how would you rank them. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.